Professor George Kankam Sr. speaks for this group of staff, and he actually signed their statement. He's joined us on the line. Prof, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much, and a special good evening to my cherished listeners.
Great. How many are you in this concerned UEW staff?
For concerned UEW staff, we are over 150. In fact, I am speaking in my capacity as the president of MPP lecturers of University of Education, Winneba, precisely senior patrons, and the chief patron of TESCON. And for the concerned group, the leader, please. We are over 150, and even more than that.
So you are New Patriotic Party lecturers or staff of UEW?
Yes, New Patriotic Party lecturers of UEW.
Do we have
national?
By the way, do we have National Democratic Congress lecturers too?
Yes, we have.
So your campus is divided between NDC and MPP?
They belong to the team. It's not only on the University of Education campus only. On all the campuses, we have groups for the dominant parties.
I know there's TEN and TESCON, but that's students. I didn't know that the lecturers and staff also aligned and will take part in these groups.
The staff we have the Friday club at the University of Cape Coast and other clubs at other universities. And the NDC one is the team. So we have them on all the...
But the NDC team is for the students, or you're saying that the lecturers are also part?
The lecturers are also part, please.
So you are also part of TESCON?
I am the chief patron of TESCON.
Oh, I see.
And the president of senior patrons. The senior patrons is the lecturers of New Patriotic Party branch of UEW.
I see. Interesting.
I am at the same time the chief patron of TESCON, and for the concerned staff, I'm their leader, please. I have been at the University of Education for the past 30 years.
What do you teach, or what do you do?
I teach counseling psychology, teacher education, and research methods.
Do you have any administrative role that you play in the school?
Professor Kankam has held almost every position in University of Education apart from Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellorship. I have been Dean of the Faculty of Education for 3 times, Director, and I terminated as the Principal of the Jumafo campus.
I see.
So apart from the position of Vice Chancellor and Pro-Vice Chancellor, my 32 years of University of Education, 22 years of it has been management position. And I have been a council chairman before. I was the council chairman of University of Energy and Natural Resources, Sunyani.
I see. Okay. So this decision of yours to have the governing council chair removed, is it a political one or an administrative one?
Not at all. Anybody who knows Professor Kankam knows that I have never gone to lectures to talk about politics. Everybody at the University of Education knows me for my objectivity and frankness. It is purely administrative and in the best interest of University of Education, Winneba. Like I did say.
What has he done? What are his sins?
Good. My good brother, if you have been following trends at the University of Education, Winneba, you will agree with me that painfully, since 2015, the University of Education has always been in the news for bad things. And this has been a serious case to some of us. And it was because in 2015, Professor Malta Avoke was appointed the Vice Chancellor of University of Education, Winneba. Let me emphatically say that Professor Boke's appointment passed through a very thorough process, through a set committee. And as I speak, I see Professor Malta Boke as an accomplished scholar like myself, and we have been at the same faculty over 30 years. So I have a lot of respect for him, and he has a lot of respect for me. Unfortunately, in 2017, there were certain developments in the university, and Professor Aboke tenure had to be truncated. Since his tenure was truncated, the University of Education had been in the news for bad reasons. When Professor Aboke's tenure was truncated, Reverend Father Anthony Apoboni was appointed the Vice Chancellor. But before Professor Apoboni's tenure came to an end, a search committee that is demanded by the university statutes was put in place in August 2021 to appoint a Vice Chancellor for University of Education, Winneba. That search committee was chaired by Professor Moses Simpson and other prominent professors. When the search committee finished its work and it was about to submit its report, that was when Nana Ofori-Ansah's council came into being. A court procedure put an injunction on the search committee and prevented the council from receiving the search committee report and discussing it. And let me say that that injunction we see as frivolous. And I'm going to explain this. Thank God, in February 2022, the Winneba High Court gave order that Professor Boke should come back to finish his tenure and finish his mandatory 60 years of retirement. We were all happy. My good friend, Professor Boke has come back, and all things being equal, Professor Boke will finish his tenure in September this year. All of us were of the view that it was Professor Boke's tenure that was truncated, that created all this hula baloo about University of Education, Winneba. So per design, if Professor Boke has been brought back by the court order to finish his tenure of office, the University of Education to witness peace and then continue its growth. Unfortunately, that is not what Nana Ofori-Ansah's council is doing. Nana Ofori-Ansah's council is rather trying to plunge the university into further chaos. Why do I say this? One, the search committee report that was put in place in August 2021, Nana Ofori-Ansah is saying that it is moot because of the frivolous injunction. Fine, if you're a council chair and you claim it is moot, then all those who even took part in that contest, it applies to them. Surprisingly, the same Nana answer is mooting for Professor Justin Mutua, who contested for the Vice Chancellorship per the Search Committee of 2021 to be the Vice Chancellor of University of Education, Winneba. Let me place on record that per divine, myself and Professor Owusu Mensah happen to be the members of the Search Committee for August 2021. And the committee at the end shortlisted 2 people so that in the unlikely event of the first candidate sending the appointment down, the second candidate will take it. Professor Justin Mutua was the third, and he was not shortlisted. So if you say that report is moot, and you, the same council chairman, you are pushing for Professor Jocelyn Mutua to be the vice chancellor, what example are you saying? As a council chairman, are you not exhibiting double standards?
So now, the challenge now is that you believe you are in position to take over as vice chancellor, but someone else is being nominated by the the board chair.
No. That is not what I'm saying.
I'm saying that so you and what do you mention another professor, the two of you who were first and second?
No. I didn't say I contested for the position. I said
no. I didn't say you contested. I'm saying you were part of the short list.
No, I was a member of that set committee. I was a member of the set committee. Myself and Professor Osu Mensah, we represented convocation on that set committee. Is that clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Yes.
All right. So if I ask you to list the specific scenes beyond the challenge with the work of the committee and the decision of the court, what other things has he done to warrant you asking for his removal?
My good friend, when Nana came, he didn't even tell us openly that he did not have thorough knowledge about university management and administration. And for us, that we saw was even good. If somebody has been frank to say these things, and you see, it's a learning process. So we thought that, having said that, he was going to learn. But that is not the case. We now have a vice chancellor who is showing no respect for the statutes of the university. A classic example was the appointment of the current chancellor of the university. The statute states inter alia that at least we should have three. At the time we had the three, he postponed the thing because his favorite candidate had not been nominated. And as a council chair, even at council meetings, you can check for this. Normally, it is the council chair who rather seeks the opinion of other council members before we conclude. In the case of the chancellor, it was our council chair who first spoke and said he has endorsed this person and he is prevailed upon the other council members to accept this. This is a serious affront to council meetings and council procedure.
This is your demand for his removal. Are you asking him to resign or be removed?
We are asking for his removal.
Who does the removal? Per the processes of your procedure of your school, who can remove him?
Per the council chairman. The council chairman is usually appointed by His Excellency the President of Ghana.
So has this your call come to the president?
Yes, we are following it up. We are sending a letter to the president. Earlier on, during his first 7 months of office, our UTAC and GAWA wrote to the president, office of the president, Mr. Kami Events Kazi Ashadu, requesting humbly that he should be removed. That was not done. In fact, if a president appoints a council chairman, the big question is, who are we to request for his removal? But the truth of the issue is that we are in the university and we want the University of Education, Winneba, to develop. We wouldn't want the university to be run for people's parochial interests. Not at all.
Very well. Thank you. But by the way, this person you want removed, is he on the NPP side or NDC side of the teacher groups?
For that, I don't know.
Oh, how? I thought you knew all your members. You've been there for 30 years.
So he's not a lecturer. A council chairman.
I know. So he's not on campus with you. He's an external person.
Yes.
Very well.
In the university structure.
Okay, I get it.
Council is the highest decision body.
I get it now.
Decision making body.
I get it. Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Prof.
And then there's another thing I would want to emphasize.
If you can say it in 30 seconds, I'll be happy because I don't have a lot of time.
Yes. We are pleading that the government we have a lot of respect and love for our politicians and our MPs. But we are pleading with the government to ensure that our politicians and our MPs take their hands off the universities. If we allow the politicians to decide who should become a vice chancellor and who should be removed from a university, I am telling you, we'll be doing education great disservice.
Which politician are you talking about, though?
Come again?
Which politician are you referring to?
Which politician?
Yes, the ones you want to...
I'm not mentioning anybody's name.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm talking about the University of Education Winneba.
That's fine. Let's leave it.
The political interference is too much for those of us who are being MPP lecturers and the lecturers at large.
Thank you for speaking to us, Prof.
We are saying that when it comes to education, we should be apolitical. If we allow this thing to continue, we do education great disservice.
Thank you. That's Professor George Kankam Sr. He is spokesperson of the group known as Concerned Staff of UEW.